Hello, denizens of the internet. It is I653 back again to recap Monday Night Raw. Now, tonight there was a few things that happened that might garner a little bit of attention and a little bit of talking. So, without further ado, let's go into it. Actually, I lied. One quick note before we talk about Monday Night Raw. In order to keep my mind straight, in order to look through everything that has happened actually, I'm going to be using the Raw results on Bleacher Report by Eric Beeston. I'm going to be reading that just so I know in sequence what happened during Monday Night Raw. And if you want to see this guy's actual article, he is Eric Beeston, a featured columnist on Bleacher Report. Okay? Okay. So, and if you hear clicking, that's me just scanning the page. So the night starts out with a Warrior tribute, and I thought it was touching. It's a little surreal to see the Wyatt family stand up on stage with everyone else, and just everyone together. It's a little different, but since it isn't a scripted event, it doesn't really matter too much. It was touching, and I liked it. It was a nice little send-off to Ultimate Warrior. First match of the night was Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, I have never found Alberto particularly entertaining, and this match wasn't really too much of a game changer. Rob Van Dam and Alberto had a feud months back, and it wasn't entertaining much then. This was a good match, but nothing special. Next we have Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Ryback. I actually like this match. I like the fact that Ryback and Curtis Axel are actually getting some love from WWE and getting a push. This is actually really interesting. The match itself was pretty good. Few little mess ups here and there, but besides that, I see promise in this tag team of Ryback and Curtis Axel. And with the Usos, I'm taking this from the article. I did read it, so if you read it and you're like, why are you copying it? It is true. It's nice to see a heel tag team rising up in order to fight the Usos, who are a face tag team champion, or face tag team champions. And because there's no other real heel tag team right now. You can count 3MB, but are they really heels? Can you really count 3MB as heels? Or competitors at that? So, yeah, this is a good move. I agree with Eric Beeston on this. Next was, a Divas match. Paige versus Alicia Fox. This was actually surprisingly good. I liked it. Paige definitely showed off her abilities. Alicia Fox didn't look too bad in this one. Still as violent as ever, as Spoonie would put it. But, yeah. Good match. Good Divas match. I'm still kind of wary about having Paige be the WWE Women's Champion because she is new, and throwing her into the role, I'm worried because I'm worried she's going to go down the same path as Santino, as someone who won the championship in the first match that they wrestled on Raw. It's a little concerning for me right now, and I don't want Paige to go down some route that betrays her original character, the anti-diva, into just a normal diva. That is a little scary to think about. To think about Paige going from the pasty British lady to a tanned, boring diva. I don't want that to happen. I really, really don't. And Alicia Fox, I don't know what it is with her. She is... I swear to God, Alicia Fox, when she has a heel and face turn, it's just whoever she's tagging with. I swear it. Like, she doesn't actually have a face or heel turn. She just tags with someone different. It. Next we have the Usos versus Batista and Randy Orton. This was another example of Randy Orton and Batista being stupid. They are incredibly stupid. They just beat up on the Usos, prove their dominance, take out their frustration. Again, burying the Usos and burying the entire tag team division because they're a bunch of assholes, Batista and Randy Orton. The good part is that they got a taste of their own medicine because the Shield came out and whooped them into next week. Boom. I love it when the Shield comes out and actually dishes out some justice. Then we have Mark Henry versus Cesaro. I don't really remember much of the actual match. I just remember Paul Heyman coming out and talking about Brock Lesnar beating the streak because he will never let that die. Oh God. Brock Lesnar beats the streak. Cesaro is King of Swing, which I really don't like that name. I don't know if I'm the only one here that doesn't like it, but King of Swing just reminds me of a dance. Like, so now Cesaro is the King of the Swingers. Like, okay. Does Cesaro have Fandango's gimmick now? What's going on here? Xavier Woods versus Alexander Rusev. Squash match. Alexander Rusev wins. Can't really say much about that. R-Truth comes in and tries to stand up to Alexander, but Loxana, I completely forgot her name. Rusev's manager, Lana, I think that's her name, breaks it up. So, R-Truth versus Alexander Rusev, I guess. Doesn't really sound that interesting. Okay. Extreme Rules 2014. Alexander Rusev versus R-Truth in a Little Jimmy's match in which they fight. And whoever finds Little Jimmy first behind fucking curtains win. I don't know what this is gonna be. I swear, I am calling it. Alexander Rusev versus freaking R-Truth in some gimmicky ass bullshit at Extreme Rules. I hope that I'm wrong, but I have a feeling that I'm not. Now we have Sheamus versus Jack Swagger. This match was a Sheamus match. I can't really put it any other way than that. Sheamus wrestled and won. If you've seen one match, you've seen all of them. I can't really describe much to you. Jack Swagger did have some good moves, but besides that, Jack lost, so yeah, nothing really interesting. Sheamus won. Go fucking figure. Okay, this is the segment I wanted to talk about the most. Damien Sandow. Even though he got knocked out, let me explain why I'm happy. Damien Sandow has been on a losing streak lately, and it's pretty annoying. But the more he talks, the more he can get people to like him, despite his losing ways. And that's why I think hold on one second. That's why I think he needs most of all is a backing from the WWE Universe. Because you see, Dolph Ziggler has survived so far by having this backing from the WWE Universe that appreciates his talents. And I think the same needs to happen for Sandow. People need to appreciate what he can do and not just look at his win-loss record. And so when he came out and said, I deserve this, the crowd agreed. At least not to the extent of Daniel Bryan, but the crowd did chant, you deserve it, and that was awesome. I like that. It was quiet, but it was there. And there wasn't much of an opposing side. There were some booings, but it wasn't as harsh. So, it's a little scary though, because he's not getting a reaction either positive or negative strong one way. Which, in the new era that we're in, might not hold well for Damian. But Big Show came out and knocked him out. I don't know if there was a match, if Big Show was just being a dick. Like, I have no idea. I don't know why he did that. He just came out and knocked Damian. Why did you do that? Okay. Besides that, I do like the fact Damian won. What am I talking about? Damian did a promo, and the promo was not as good as his other ones, but it got him out there, and that's what needs to happen. Hopefully he has a match main event, or, like, I don't want to see him feud with the Big Show, really, but at this point, he needs something, anything, and a win over the Giant is something. The Wyatt family promo was pretty badass, too. Bray has continued to show how evil and menacing he can truly be by changing his voice from the loud and outgoing Bray Wyatt to a very sweet and calm man, but changing on an instant. It's very interesting. I love that. I love the fact that he can do that. That shows the skills of a great orator. And John Cena came out during this promo, of course, a typical awesome promo, and cracked some jokes. Pretty funny, actually. And they just had a pretty good back and forth. And it was actually cool because when Bray started singing, he's got the whole world in his hands, the crowd actually still started swaying. Not singing along with him, but they started swaying. Like the whole world in his hands. So that's at least a positive sign. I don't know where that's going to go from here, but hopefully it will lead to good places. Because Bray, great orator, hasn't proven that he's a great wrestler though yet. And that's what we need to see. Whether or not he can handle the wrestling side of WWE. Santino versus Fandango, completely forgettable match. That's why I'm not going to mention it here. The Big Red Monster has come back. Kane has put back on his mask and is Kane once more. He'll probably fight Daniel Bryan at Extreme Rules for the Heavyweight Championship, WWE Heavyweight Championship, and I'm a little excited. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have a Team Hell No reunion if these two work out their issues somehow. Dolph Ziggler versus Bad News Bar. The winner of the match is Bad News Barrett. And it's pretty awesome. I really didn't want these two together at the first round. That was not good. I really, really wish Dolph Ziggler got at least a little bit farther. But, uh, yeah. Good match. Good solid match. With two great wrestlers. I loved it. A plus work. I'm not going to ruin it by saying anything else. Just watch it yourself. The Shield versus 11 other guys. Some of these guys being 3MB, Alexander Rusev, and various other heels. Now, they fared pretty well for a little while. And then, like every other freaking match, it whenever you have a roster versus a couple of guys, it devolves into the roster beating up the couple of guys. That's not anything different. But then Evolution's music hits, and Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton come out to fucking Oh, God. I'm sorry, but I don't want to see Evolution back. For one, it feels weird calling them Evolution without Ric Flair. You're kind of missing the flair. You're kind of missing the man in Evolution. It doesn't feel right. And, like, am I supposed... This is just... It was hinted at for a long time with Triple H saying, when we are on the same page, nothing can stop us. And so it was kind of telegraphed. But still, it's just, you need a 3-man tag in order to fight the Shield. I get it. But why can't Triple H just go away? Please? Just go. Put your golden shovel away and leave WWE. Because I'm not going to say that having the Shield beaten is bad and that Triple H is burying them just because he beat the Shield. That's not how it works. You need to have the Shield look like they're vulnerable, so whenever they're in a match, there's some tension. You always need that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Triple H is not the wrestler I want to see. I don't want to see Triple H versus the Shield. I want to see new talent versus new talent. Not Batista, who can't wrestle anymore. Randy Orton, who's wrestled so much you can call his match in your sleep. And Triple H, who has the bad tendency of burying people. So, I'm a little nervous to see what's going to happen. I like the fact that there is a team that is strong enough to fight against the Shield, but I don't know if this is the right team. So, with that in conclusion, I just want to say, Damien Sandow, please have a match at main event tonight. I want to see you wrestle. I want to see you win. I wouldn't mind it even if Damien Sandow won the United States Championship from Dean Ambrose. That would be pretty cool. I have no idea why he wasn't put in the Intercontinental bracket thingy. That would have been awesome, but fuck me for thinking that would be awesome. So, main event tonight. Already, because I am watching Raw a day after, recorded it. The match of Big Show and Jack Swagger has already been announced, so we'll see how that match goes. And I really hope Damien is another match, because I will be so disappointed if he's not. Please. Please. Let Damien be there. Please. And don't have him lose. Because what I'm scared about already from the first match just being announced is that in order to balance out the heel and the face winnings and losings, you're going to need to have Jack Swagger win the first match against Big Show, so he keeps up his tough appearance with his no doubt rivalry with Cesaro, and then I'm afraid that face is going to have to win after that, or someone that the crowd just already likes, and that's going to be someone other than Damian Sandow. So I'm scared that that's already going to happen. I hope not. Here's to hoping. And I'll see you guys tonight for the main event. Till next time.